In the news, Ayedatiwa approves 200 million naira loan for traders and artisans towards uplifting education. Ondo State government approves recruitment of 2,000 teachers. Edo Assembly orders Chief Judge to probe allegations against Deputy Governor for investigation of Parliament. Thank you very much for joining us tonight on the news at 7 on Osrc television. I am Oyewumi Ayinibara. Governor Lucky Ayedatiwa says his administration has earmarked over 200 million naira to be distributed as loans to traders, artisans, and small-scale businesses in the state. Ayedatiwa announced that Daisy Komolafe, President of Ondo State United Artisan Group, as Senior Special Assistant on Artisans Matters, citing his exemplary leadership within the artisan community and his dedication to their welfare. At a meeting with the major artisan groups in Ondo, Governor Ayedatiwa urged this new SSA to liaise with the management of the State Microcredit Agency to ensure that artisans receive the necessary support to thrive and contribute to the state's economic growth. Komolafe affirmed the genuine commitment of the group to Governor Ayedatiwa's leadership. He praised the governor's transformative agenda and expressed the artisans' collective satisfaction with his administration. Ondo State government says it will work hand in gloves with various sectors of the economy to bring needed development to the state. Addressing Ondo State APC Women for Change, Commodity Market Men and Women Association, Ondo State Chapter, and Traditional Market Women Association in Akure, Governor Lucky Ayedatiwa said nothing would deter him from providing genuine leadership. Governing House correspondent Zimo Ebiemi covered the event as the report is presented from our studios.
APC led by Prince for tradition is deputy that he would let that nation build to with that you height. Responding, the various leaders of the groups called
And as part of effort geared towards uplifting educational standards in Ondo State, the state government has approved the recruitment of 2,000 teachers into both primary and secondary schools in the state. Governor Lucky Ayedatiwa announced the approval at the inauguration of late Rosa Jane Pauli Legacy Project at Fiwashayi Girls Grammar School in Akure. The report is presented from our studios.
occurring in the state.
I commissioned this no for she to one gets
24 WAEC examination.
this education project of a story building consisting 12 classrooms, different facilities, the government standard. I wish to thank the management of this school for being part of history being made through the legacy.
One student for the 2023-2024 academic session. The matriculating students will undergo academic programs into Professional Diploma 1 and Professional Diploma 2 in line with the approval of the National Board for Technical Education (NBTE). Osrc Saeed Arabisala has more.
Cooperative College Akure is a student-centered college. It is a booming leaders, great leaders coming up. The dominant narrative is that the college is the place of freedom.
Olayemi administered oath of matriculation once the college standard.
I want to congratulate you as you are going to begin to add value to the society by being able to manage affairs, also contribute your own quota to see to the efficient and effective
on Service Matters, Femi Ayodele, and Representative on
government so play will be government those that's what you are doing. You are here to come and learn and add more law.
some of the and comment targeted impact of the program on delivery.
Pollution amid health risk. Saeed Arabisala again has the detail.
Has made in two pigs were cited evacuating refuse to break up site. However, charge on
been a just issue plying this road with the nature of water coming out from this place. So at least we wind up. So he said government is giving them some area, some piece of land in this
government through a letter signed by the General Manager, Ondo State Waste Management Authority, Mr. Adefolaju Omowole, ordered a temporary closure of the dump site at Igbatoro Road, Akure, and approved site. Plan.
Government concession battle. I read how people sended workable model that will allow us to use and what also shows that we need attention to that place so that we know how to go.
All to speak.
The Edo State House of Assembly has directed the Chief Judge of the state, Justice Daniel Okungbowa, to set up a 7-man committee to investigate the allegations of gross misconduct against the state Deputy Governor Philip Shaibu. The directive followed the resolution passed by the House of Plenary, where 19 out of the 24 members voted in favor. The House Speaker blessed the Governor to respond to the impeachment notice said on him had expired. According to the impeachment notice was earlier served on the Deputy Governor on March 6, 2024, but due to alleged invasion of service, the House, however, ordered for substituted service. It said it substituted published in the state-owned newspaper, the Observer newspaper, and another national newspaper. The Federal High Court in Abuja has rejected the bail application by the leader of the people of Biafra, Nnamdi Kanu. The trial judge, Justice Binta Nyako, granted accelerated hearing instead. Counsel for the IPOB leader, Aloy Ejimapo, at the time, adding that his continued detention by the DSS threats to his life. Counsel for the federal government, Adigwega Awomolo, urged the court to dismiss the bail application and instead grant an accelerated hearing. Governor Alex Otti will tomorrow flag off the construction of the 30-kilometer Arochukwu Indiokere Ozabam Road. Commissioner for Information Prince Oke Kanu, who disclosed this while briefing news. Also, in a week's time, flag of the 11.5-kilometer Noya and Rama Isikwato Road. This is coming barely 1 month that the governor flagged off the reconstruction of Umaya Azuakoli Akara Road and the Abirupa Oafia Road. The commissioner said Governor Otti decided to give attention to road infrastructure considering its importance in fast-tracking economic development. The World Health Organization and other experts have called on government at all levels to increase investment in tuberculosis to achieve Nigeria's goal of eradicating the disease by 2030. They made the call at a press conference in Abuja ahead of the 2024 World Tuberculosis Day. They noted that the persistently low awareness levels, particularly in rural areas, pose a significant threat to efforts aimed at addressing the deadly disease. Nigeria, Africa's most populous nation, ranks 6th amongst 30 countries globally with the highest burden of the disease. Nigeria also ranks first in Africa in the number of undetected cases. World Tuberculosis Day is marked on March 24 every year to create awareness about the impact of the disease. A foreign scene, an elite unit of South Africa's police has raided the Johannesburg home of the Speaker of Parliament, Mapisa Nwakula, over corruption allegations. She has been accused of soliciting bribes and for awarding contracts when she served as Defense Minister. The Speaker steadfastly opposed a strong conviction of innocence. The police unit was acting on behalf of state prosecutors who have been carrying out an investigation. The 67-year-old veteran of anti-apartheid struggle became Speaker in 2020. As Senator for Senate trial to see the $464 million he has been ordered to pay in a New York civil fraud case. The former president must either pay the full amount in cash or continue his appeal. If he is unable to do so by March 5, he faces the of some real estate assets being seized by the State Attorney General. Adirunke Pakolawole has more.
President Joe Biden signed a new executive order that expands U.S. government research on women's health while pledging $200 million to better understand issues, including sexual and reproductive conditions.
Think of all the breakthroughs we've made in medicine across the board, but women have not been the focus. Research has been taking much too long to get to you all. And I'm going to ensure that women's health is integrated and prioritized across the entire federal government. It's not just in women's health, not just at NIH, the National Science Foundation, the Defense Department, the Environmental Protection Agency. I mean, across the board is really serious.
Biden is also ordering his administration to report on progress they are making to erase gender gaps in research and to study artificial intelligence to improve women's health research. First Lady Jill Biden said the executive order will require medical research to better track differences between women and men.
Even though women are the population, women are underfunded and understudied. Too many of our medications, treatment, medical school textbooks are based on men bodies. But that ends today.
Women make up more than half of the electorate, and Democrat thinks attack on women's health care could animate voters after the U.S. Supreme Court overturned Roe v. Wade abortion's right in 2022.
At this moment in states across our nation, we are witnessing a full-on attack against hard-fought, hard-won freedoms and rights, including the right of women to make decisions about their own body and not have their government tell them what to do.
Biden has asked Congress for $12 billion in new funding for women's health research. His administration will spend the $200 million announced during the 2025 fiscal year, which starts this October, if Congress grants the funding levels Biden has requested. Aderunke Kolawole, Osrc News.
In former Nigeria finished with occupied when the Supreme Court confronts West African arch rivals Ghana in an international friendly in Marrakech, Morocco, on Friday. The 52-year-old has been appointed by Nigeria Football Federation to hold the reins in the meantime as a group of 22 players take on and mark an international window. 20 are arrived in Morocco's fourth largest city, with defendants Gabriel Shaw and Tarot Ebuchi and forwards Victor Sime and Taiwo Awuniyi having been knocked out by injury. The African vice champions will also take on Mali at the same Grand Stade Marrakech on Tuesday. And with that sports story, we conclude the news tonight. But before we go, a quick look at top stories. We told you in the news that the governor of Ondo State, Lucky Aiyedatiwa, has approved over 200 million naira to be distributed as soft loans to traders, artisans, and small-scale businesses in the state. At a meeting with the major artisan groups in Akure, Governor Aiyedatiwa also announced the appointment of Daisy Komolafe of Ondo State United Artisan Group as Senior Special Assistant on Artisan Matters, citing his exemplarship within the artisan community and his dedication to their welfare. Ondo State government has approved the recruitment of 2,000 teachers in public primary and secondary schools towards uplifting educational standards in this state. The Edo State House of Assembly has directed the Chief Judge of the state, Justice Daniel Okungbowa, to set up a 7-man committee to look into the allegations brought up against the embattled Deputy Governor of the state, Philip Shoaibu. On the 4th, South Africa's police have raided the Johannesburg home of the Speaker of Parliament, Makwisa Nkapula, over allegations of corruption. And that's the news. Thank you very much for watching. Good evening.